so you've done really well this week. What we're going to do next is we're going to illustrate yourself. We're going to turn you into some 2D art. This should be fairly simple. I don't want you to overcomplicate it. What you're going to need first is a picture of yourself. The more contrast in that picture, meaning the bigger the difference between the light areas and the dark areas, the easier this is going to be for you. So make sure you've got something where you've got some serious light on your face. That's going to make life a lot easier. I just want your face. I don't want whole body. If you want to be extra, but we're just talking face here. We're going to make a quick little selection of just that face. So I've already taken a screenshot. I'm going to show you how to create this document and how to make this work for you. So let me shrink this down, and in Illustrator here, I want you to hit File, New, and I want you to call this your name dash face. I want you to keep the width and height. We're going to keep a 4-inch document steadily for a little bit here, so just leave it 4 inches by 4 inches and hit Create. Next, you're going to have this picture on your computer, so you have to have sent it to yourself, set it up some way. You'll need to hit File, Place, and you'll need to find that picture. Let's see. I got a whole bunch of screenshots. I just took a couple. If you can't find it that way, you can always drag it straight from your computer. Here's mine is. I'm going to drag it straight here into this document. Now, as you see, my face came in old scale extra large. So I'm going to shrink this down a little bit. I'm going to zoom out, so command minus, and that'll zoom me out. I'll grab the corner, and remember to hold shift and option as you shrink things down. I don't want you to distort the way it looks. That'll put your picture in this box. Make sure that you see these little black lines on the outside. That is your actual artboard. You don't have to fill the whole thing, and for this moment it really doesn't matter. I want you to click on that picture, and I want you to hit Command or Control 2 or Object Lock Selection. That'll make sure it doesn't move. Now what I'm about to do is I'm going to go through this really quick, and you'll see how I kind of trace this out. So if you want a quick representation of what this is going to look like, you can kind of pay attention to this or not. I'm going to highlight the dark areas in my face, and I'm going to turn them black, and the lighter areas I'm going to leave white. So most of you will probably start with your hair. Even if you're blonde or got really light hair, we're probably going to call that black for the time being. You can see these darker shadows in the ear here. You can see the glasses, you can see the pupils are darker, the lines around the eyes are darker. The more detail you put into this, the better it's going to look in the long way. But don't feel like you have to be extra complicated. Alright, so I'm going to kind of whip through this. Just pay attention for a moment if you will. Okay, so here's where it gets a little funny. You look at this and you're like, ha 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 ha, Mr. Tripp, you look so stupid right there. And you're right, that's a goofy look right there. But if I go up here and I go Object, Unlock All, and I click on this picture, now you want to make sure you just have this picture selected. Let me go up here and click off of everything, and then click back on this picture. And I hit Delete. That looks like me. Tell me it don't. So that's the goal of this, is I want this picture right here without any picture behind it. I only want this image. You can feel free to kind of exaggerate this. If I had a little more time, I would probably do the mouth. I would probably sit here and kind of draw out some individual hairs and a little bit more shadow underneath the bottom of the ear to make it stick out. A little bit of shadow here on the side of the eye. I could have probably brought out that side a little better, and some detail in the forehead because it is pretty bland right there. Those are all things that you could kind of play around with if you wanted to. Here's the goal. I want to be able to tell that that's you. I want to be able to look at that image and say, that's clearly you. If I can't look at this and say who that student is, then you might not have done it right. All right, so that's the game plan. That is the Trace Your Face project. Show me what you can do. Show me if yours looks like you. Show me if it doesn't. If it's a whole-scale disaster, life happens sometimes. It does. I've done a lot better versions of myself than that one right there, but you can do this. Show me what you got. Good luck.